Coach, what did you see on those last two offensive possessions? Did you like the looks that Powell got?
Oh, the first one, I like he got to the basket, missed it off the rim. I like the fact that he went back and got his own rebound. Now, were there a lot of hands in there, a lot of slapping going on? I'm sure there was, but we just got to play through situations like that. That last look, we had to get it out fast and try to go quick because we didn't have any timeouts left. And so being able to get that shot down the stretch they crowded the ball pretty tough. So for him to find would have been difficult. So he got a straightaway look at it, didn't go in.
You played so many close games the last few weeks. You won some, you lost some. Do you feel like playing in all these tight games could be a major benefit down the road?
It definitely is a major benefit, learning how to compose yourself and keep your poise in these situations, understanding what we want to do in these late game scenarios, the looks we need to get, the communication we need to have, both offensively and defensively, but you got to tip your hat to the Miami Heat in the way in which they played, with the intensity, the focus, and the physicality.
Mose, how tough is the decision in that moment to decide whether or not you're going to use the timeout for the challenge?
Well, it was very tough because we're sitting there screaming that it went off Bam, and then that's what you think, and then it just gets overridden. And then at one point, I don't know if they were trying to give me a tech they didn't think I had another timeout or something, so then I end up using the last timeout for that reason because we wanted to make sure we advanced the ball and got a decent look, which we did at the end with Paolo with both of those looks.
Obviously, you wanted to go a different way. I understand that, but a 99-96 game, we don't see these anymore in this league. Is this kind of what a Heat Magic game should be? Would you really expect even with both sides missing key guys, would you expect anything less given how much defense is emphasized in both of your locker rooms?
No, that's what it's supposed to be. I think the physicality, the toughness, we hit, they hit, it's supposed to be like that. I mean, for our guys to be a part of this and recognize what they need to do, and we're not even going to get into, the real thing is that we go 12 for 20 from the free throw line, so you don't give yourself an opportunity there. So you have a chance to get the game if you knock your free throws down and you don't put yourself in that situation.
Is Jalen Suggs dealing with that illness that's going around? What did you make of the fight from him? I mean, I came in late. Just what did you see from his effort, despite obviously being sick?
I mean, he's very far under the weather, and his ability to fight through and to try to push through for his team is something that you have to keep tipping your hat to him for, because that's what he wants to do. He's going to fight no matter what. Being able to trust him down the stretch defensively to come and make a big play, which he ended up doing down the stretch.
We know this. We know that that illness is kind of going around the team. What does it still say about this group, that they're still fighting, that they're still trying to find their way, and how do they find that will through this period for however long it lasts?
This group does not quit, and they won't. They're a group that will continue to band together, fight no matter what the circumstances are, because we've constantly talked about we're not making excuses for anything. Yes, we have guys sick, we have injuries, we have guys hurt, and so do they. And so at the end of the day, when you lace them up, you've got to be ready to go and give everything you have. And this group absolutely gives everything they have every single time they touch the floor.
Coach, instead of the loss, how important is to have such an experienced player as Joe Ingles? He has a great game tonight. How is that chemistry, that communication with Joan guys in this Orlando Magic, and how important is him for this roster?
I mean, he's huge for our roster. His ability to communicate the right thing, different situations, make the right play down the stretch, just getting guys in the right spot. All those little situations are very big to have. And so he's so important for our locker room, for the guys on the court to be able to make the right reads, the right plays, and just to settle, in which was a great environment for these guys to experience, but just being able to settle, make big shots, and make big plays.
This is one heck of a back-to-back. Obviously, not only do you have to fly halfway across the country tonight, but they're playing as well as anybody right now. How do you look at the challenge of the next 24 hours?
Just, different bodies. Hopefully we get some bodies back, healthy. Hopefully we can sleep on the plane and then get a good night's rest, as we get into Oklahoma City. But again, these guys will battle no matter the circumstances. We will not use that as an excuse. You come out ready to play, knowing what you're, facing in Oklahoma City, who's playing great basketball right now. Our coaches will have a great game plan for these guys to be ready to step in and go play.
Last game, Markelle played the final 6 minutes of the first and then the final 6 of the third. Tonight it was kind of like that, but he was still on the floor to start the fourth. Is it just tough, him being under a minutes restriction, trying to get as much out of him?
Well, he's going to play as hard as he can for the minutes that he has, and being able to do that is part of getting him back in the full game type condition, but just also not overdoing it, because we have to make sure that we're looking out for these guys for the long haul, more than it is just these quick moments, because again, part of their career. Part of us staying healthy down the stretch, because it is more of a marathon than it is a sprint right now. And our guys, this one stings and it hurts, but again, it's also the lessons that a young team is going to continue to learn as we get through this.